of reaction last year when Angel. Where was this type of reaction last year when Angel Reese got chokeslammed by Alyssa Thomas of the Connecticut Sun? Y'all remember that? She got fouled so hard, they kicked Aaliyah Thomas out the game with a flagrant 2 foul. What did Angel Reese do? Nothing. She didn't get up and try to swing on her. You know why? The reaction was different because of who did it. And there is a lot of history there with Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. You guys remember last year when Angel Reese celebrated Kennedy Carter getting that flagrant foul on the hip check against Caitlin Clark? You remember that? On the sideline, just, yeah, baby, get her, you get her. Who celebrates like that for a flagrant foul on another player if they don't dislike that player? Okay, you want some more evidence? Here's some more evidence. Remember last year when they were talking about who gets the credit for the expansion and the eyeballs and the popularity boost of women's basketball? Not just the WNBA, but women's basketball in general, because of the spike in the women's NCAA tournament and WNBA viewership. A lot of people were attributing that to Caitlin Clark, and rightfully so. This is what Angel Reese had to say, and I quote, "People are talking about women's basketball. You never would think they'd be talking about women's basketball. People are pulling up to the games. We got celebrities coming to the games, sold out arenas, just because of one single game. Just looking at that, I'll take that role. I'll take the bad guy role, and I'll continue to take that on to be that for my teammates. I know I'll go down in history. I'll look back in 20 years and be like, the reason we're watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. I want y'all to realize that." Now, I heard a lot of people say that I or others have made Angel Reese the villain. Did you not just hear?
Your first thoughts?
Ow.
All right. Well, let me
I
get
don't
my
know.
thoughts.
Yeah.
First,
You go
first off,
Yeah.
I feel like the foul wasn't really a big deal, right?
Mm-mm.
And I think that if we got regular people out here that believe this, they got to understand that these guys do work for ESPN. So the same way TMZ is moved by an entertainment like Salacious Story,
Yeah.
they're moved by salacious sports stories and things like that.
And their takes on it.
And you got to understand that NFL, NBA, WNBA, MLB, these are businesses, and they have to have storylines tied to the sport because it makes it bigger, right? Because you don't always have a conference finals, finals. For you to really sell a regular game in a regular season, you got to have some type of rivalry or go back to the history. Oh, these people, they played each other in this particular game before and this happened. So it makes you want to watch the game in the future.
Yeah.
So I believe in order for the WNBA to get more exposure, they promoted a rivalry between these two. And when you have a rivalry, someone has to be the villain, somebody has to be the hero, right? And a lot of the times,
but why is Angel Reese automatically the villain?
I'm about to finish it. Sometimes it switches, right? So, like when it was Magic and Bird,
who was the villain? Who was the villain? There's never a villain.
What do you mean? There's never a villain?
There's never a villain in sports. Like it's never like you got goons, you have enforcers, but when it's like a rivalry, there's never a villain.
There are.
It's who you root with. It's who you resonate more with.
Nah, not necessarily. All right, so you don't think in the rivalry between the Pistons and the Lakers, or the Pistons and the Boston Celtics,
right?
You don't think there was a villain in the
Pistons and the Boston Celtics? They definitely wasn't, because they kind of played similar games. Pistons and the Lakers, maybe you could say the Pistons because they were the bad boys and they had a more physical game.
Yeah.
But if you resonated more with a physical game and you didn't like Showtime, if you thought Showtime was too flashy and too pretentious, then yeah, you went with the blue collar Detroit Pistons guys. You know what I mean? As opposed to the Hollywood Showtime, LA. And then
Hollywood Showtime. No.
won. That's the thing. Let's bring it back.
We're not talking about like, all right. We'll bring it back to that. But when we're talking about that, they were called the bad boys, not because they did things like physical in basketball,
right.
like they did stuff beyond the bounds of basketball,
right.
and they got physical with people. They foul. A foul is not legal. It's you're not supposed. You know what I mean? It's an illegal
foul part of the game.
Huh?
A foul is part of the game.
It's part of the game, but it's not like a positive in the game, right?
Okay.
If a team doesn't foul, that would be a positive, right? So if they foul hard, they hurt players.
If a team didn't foul, they would be looked at as soft and maybe not even playing hard. The referee decides what a foul is, or not. So it's all judged by how the game is being played, how physical the game is being played, and how the referees want to call it. You know what I mean? So I think they went. I think they went push back a little bit more.
I think they went past the bounds of regular physicality, and that's why they would label the bad boys. Right. And one was labeled Showtime, right? Because they
high flying, but running up and down
within the bounds of basketball, though, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, all right. So I think that shows that one was pretty much like the good guy versus the bad guy.
Is bigging up Caitlin Clark, but she ain't never won nothing. She never won anything on any level. It's like we keep saying that she's been here already. Like, this is her second joint. I'm watching State Farm commercials. I'm watching everything. She's a loser. Like, she's never won anything.
She's a rookie, bro.
And she's not anymore. Like, she wasn't a rookie in college. She played 4 years in college, right?
I guess so.
She never won. Yeah, I don't care. Like, I really don't even, like, we're here, though. It was like, you know, but it's like, she never won anything. Angel Reese won. So at least she has the clout to stand on. At least, I come into the league like a winner. I get it. She's not as good as Shorty.
Bro.
But she comes from a winning system. You're not good enough to carry a team to be a winner. Like, it's cool. She's a proxy for them to have someone in the game. She's the new Eminem.
Nah,
Eminem's my favorite rapper. Eminem's the best rapper in the game. She the new Eminem. They're creating an atmosphere where it's like, boom, we got one now. You know what I mean? Any way they looking at it, they got one. You know what I mean?
Right, I gotta.
Come on. They can't do it in the NBA because it's like, is no one shining enough. They're not going to side with a European. Maybe they might, but they're not going to go with a European over an American, or else they would have been on the Joker, bandwagon and try to push that a little bit more. But she's American born, American bred. She is talented. I mean, she's not the best player in the league.
She is, bro. You don't think she is?
Asia Wilson is. I don't even watch that, but it's like, I know that there's better players than her. Does she even have a sneaker? She got a Nike deal?
I think so.
Yeah, well, it's like we don't even know, but I know, like, they forcing it. I can tell when they forcing something. Hold on. No. They forcing it.
Nah, bro.
And the foul, you push someone in the back while they jumping.
Nah, it didn't even
you
really
push
go like
someone
that.
in the back while they jumping.
I didn't see that. I don't think she did that.
That's what I saw. I saw her push someone in the back.
I saw her grab her, like swat the ball and grab her.
Yeah,
and she fell, right? And it was like, I'm trying to foul you because you're gonna get an easy layup, right? It was like that.
Now let's get to RG3. Huh? Like, everybody's playing the little microaggressions game, and it's cool. Let's get to RG3. Fam, who does a podcast with their wife in the back? Who does a podcast as a black man with his white wife in the back?
Is she on the show?
No. Who does a podcast as a black man with your white wife in the back, her legs curled up and all that, almost like you put your white wife in the back as like a little trophy,
like a prop,
while you kicking a black woman's back in. You're doing it subconsciously you doing it, we peeping it, we looking at it, and we ignore you because you a corny ass nigga. You always been a corny ass nigga. You know what I mean? Like, we never paid you no mind. You had a spark where you started, now you just garbage. Maybe you just that dude on like ESPN, you gonna be their little token. You know what I mean? Like, you the Carlton Banks of the game. You know what I mean? Yo, enjoy your run. You know what I mean? But it's like, yo, we not most real niggas. Ryan Clark took the bait, and we're gonna talk about him. You know what I mean? Because he did too much. But it's like we said it last week. Don't be too emotional, man. Because they know how to trigger. They know how
you say
jump out the window. Too emotional.
You're jumping out the window right now about the situation. Now, I understand. I hear what you're saying. I got some of the same sentiments about RG3, but in this situation, I don't know how much we can cry foul, because it wasn't. I understand I thought he was kind of, right with the stance that he had, because it was really blown up. But again, like I said, they need to sell tickets. They got to sell this rivalry. I think even Angel Reese knows we got to sell this shit. So she fouled me, I'm jumping up and I'm going to act like I'm going to fight her or something like that. I think it's all cap.
Yeah.
I think it's all,
That's the basketball play too. That's the basketball play. I can't look weak. You gave me a hard foul. It's like,
bro. And also, bro, I can't even, as far as right now, she's probably the best female basketball player that I've seen in the league. Caitlin Clark. And like, basketball wise, if there's somebody else that's next to her, is definitely not Angel Reese. Right?
Caitlin Clark is the best basketball player you have, like,
now in the league now. I'm saying now.
They might as well pack it up, because that shit ain't gonna make it,
bruh.
If she don't got no moments where she could shoot out, she's supposed to be a shooter. She can't even she can't win nothing. She can't win no games. Why don't you
just wait. Like, it's a second season, bro.
No, but she had mad time in college.
What college player, male, let's go with a male dude who won a college championship without a good team?
Carmelo Anthony dominated.
He had a good team though.
It was cool. Like, he was the one.
I get it.
Yeah.
But that's the difference between going to the Sweet 16, Elite 8, Final 4, or the championship, or winning the championship.
We talking about women's though. We not even talking about dudes. We talking about.
No, we just talking about basketball, bro. Like, no one, bro. Even superstars, the best of the best, have to have good players. Like, bro.
I get it.
Like LSU as a team was better than Iowa State or whatever she goes to, right?
Corn.
So,
whatever,
bro, it is what it. But she was good enough to show that she's a standout. Her game is just that. It's just that good, bro. Only one that I feel like is gonna probably come in and be better than her is Shorty from USC, Juju. And that, bro, I'm like, she's on that track to be like her and better than her.
Yeah.
But white girl, she could ball, bro. I can understand why she's getting the light that she's getting. Now, she's getting more light because she probably is white. But Juju's coming right up.
What Rocky is that with Tommy Guns? I just feel like it was Tommy Guns all over again. I'm not trying to kick the chick back in, but she's falling for the banana in the tailpipe, because they're telling her, act hood, act ghetto, act whatever, right? Not telling her. She's not. Now you're making me stick up for her.
Bro.
No one's telling her to do that.
Bro,
that's
wait,
what her bag is. No one's telling her to do that.
Look at her reel of her highlights and shit on the basketball court. when she been in the WNBA,
Yeah,
right?
It ain't much.
It's not much. She got endorsements. She got Reese's cereal.
Yeah. She's a winner. She had the moment. She knocked off the top dog. She did the joint tour. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Like, yo,
yeah.
she became the one. I knocked off the top dog. I became.
But she wasn't the best player, though.
It's cool,
she wasn't.
but she's the most marketable player.
No, all right. She's
all
cute.
right.
She's cute, and she's willing to.
Is she more marketable than Shorty? Is Angel Reese more marketable than Caitlin Clark?
I think it depends on what you're marketing
to the NBA market, to the WNBA market, proxy by proxy the NBA market. Is Angel Reese more marketable than Caitlin Clark to the NBA and WNBA market?
That's not really a fair question, because it depends. Because if you looking at people that just want to watch good basketball,
yeah,
Caitlin Clark. If you want dudes to tune in to see a cute chick or a hot chick that play ball, and she wear her shorts tighter, she got a little what?
She don't do that. She don't wear her shorts. She'll be in a bikini. She'll do the Sports Illustrated and all that, but her shorts are not tighter, bro.
I see shit come up on YouTube with her, and when she had practice and shit like that.
All right, practice.
Bro.
Even Shaq told her. We spoke about it. Shaq told her on the podcast, "Yo, wear booty shorts out there. Like, yo, you'll be marked."
But her regular shorts is tight.
Tight.
She wear her shit tight. You know what I mean? So, bro, depends on who you asking. Now, if we're talking about basketball fans, and let's just say you got, let's say, a large alternative crowd of women that watch women's basketball.
Right.
They may like Angel Reese because of the way she looks, but they might be sports fans and like basketball and like Caitlin Clark. But if you want to watch somebody that's kind of Showtime as far as women's basketball, I think Caitlin Clark